Salute to you people and welcome back to Numbers Off the Hook. Today we're going to talk about the orders of operations, right? So I want you guys today, we're going to learn about the PEMDAS rule. PEMDAS. Okay? And the P stands for parentheses. Or the way I like to call them, brackets, right? Secondly, we have exponents. Exponents. You remember that? To the power of 2, to the power of 3, to the power of 4. If you don't remember that, please go to the video called Power and Exponents, where we talked about that. Next level is multiplying. Multiply. Then we have divide. Divide. After that, we have adding numbers and we have subtracting numbers. So this is the PEMDAS rule, and the PEMDAS rule tells you in which order we do the operations. Okay, so first we deal with the parentheses, then we deal with the exponents, then we multiply, then we divide, then we add, then we subtract. So one way of remembering the PEMDAS rule is to remember this. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Okay, so PEMDAS. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. PEMDAS. So I want you guys to memorize this. Memorize the PEMDAS rule. Okay. So now, to practice the PEMDAS rule, we're going to do some examples, okay? So here's the first example. So let's not get scared, let's do it step by step, okay? So we see here that first we should look for parentheses. We have one here. So we should deal with this first. And here it says 3 plus 7, that's equal to 10. So the whole parenthesis is equal to 10. So we have 3 times 10 minus 4 squared divided by 2. Okay. The next step is to deal with the, let's see, parentheses. It's exponents. And we have an exponent here. And this is 4 squared. 4 squared is equal to 4 times 4, right? 2 times. And 4 times 4 is equal to 16. So this is equal to 3 times 10 minus 16 divided by 2. So now we've dealt with the exponents. Now we're going to check the multiplication and the division. And we have a multiplication here, we have a division here. So this first thing is equal to 30, and this 16 divided by 2 is equal to 8. So we carried out the multiplication, these two numbers, we got 30. Minus, we dealt with the division, 16 divided by 2, we got 8. And then 30 minus 8, that's equal to 22. That's the answer. Okay. Here, in the second example, we have a parenthesis. This has to be dealt with first. So we have 6 times 4, that's equal to 24. Divided by 3. Minus 6 plus 2. Now, let's check. We don't have any parentheses anymore. We don't have any exponents. We don't have any multiplications, but we have divisions. So we have 24 divided by 3. 24 divided by 3 is equal to 8. Why? Because 3 times 8 is equal to 24. So this is equal to 8 minus 6 plus 2. And now we can deal with the addition and subtraction together. So 8 minus 6 is equal to 2 plus 2. That's equal to 4. And that's the answer. So we see here that this is not easy, PEMDAS. We just have to keep practicing. So guys, let's keep going here. So first we're gonna deal with the parentheses. There's no parentheses here. Exponent, there's no exponents here. Multiplication, yes, there's a multiplication here. So we have 42 divided by 14 plus 25 times 3 is 75 divided by 15. Okay. So now we don't have any parentheses, no exponents, no multiplication. Now we have divisions. We have one here and one here. So 42 divided by 14 is, let's see here, 14 plus 14 is 28, 28 plus 14 is 42, so it's 3 times. Okay, so 42 divided by 14 is equal to 3. Okay, and now we have 15. I know that 15 times 4 is equal to, 15 times 4 is equal to 60. And then 15 times 5 is 75. So 75 divided by 15 is equal to 5. Okay. And now finally, we only have one addition left. So we do 3 plus 5, that's equal to 8. So the answer here is 8. Okay. So here we have an example, and it's a very long one, but we see here that there is no parentheses, right? And there's no exponents. So we can multiply and divide first. So what are we gonna do here? 125 divided by 25 is equal to 5, right? Times what we have here, 3. Plus, now we can deal with this division here. 16 divided by 8, that's equal to 2. Minus 33 divided by 11 is 3, so minus 3. Plus 10 divided by 5 is equal to 2. Okay. So do we have any multiplication or division here? Yes, we have one here. So we can write 15 plus 2 minus 3 plus 2. And now we only have addition and subtraction. So 15 plus 2 is equal to 17 minus 3, 14 plus 2, 16. And that's the answer. Okay, so finally we'll end with a very tricky example. Here we have a parenthesis within the parenthesis within the parenthesis. Then the rule is we have to deal with the inner parenthesis first. So that would be this one. And here we have 2 plus 1, which is equal to 3. So here we have 2, 1 plus 4 times 3. So what I've written here and here is the same, except that here, instead of writing 2 plus 1, I've written 3. Okay? Now we have to deal with the next parenthesis, inner parenthesis, which is this one here, right? And this 4 times 3 here is equal to 12. So we write the same thing, but instead of this part, we just write 12. Okay. Now we only have one parenthesis left, the outer one. So we have to deal with what's inside of this parenthesis now. So we have 2 times. And what do we have here? We have 1 plus 12 plus 3. That's 13 plus 3. 13 plus 3 is equal to 16. Okay? And then finally, we're just going to take 2 times 16. 2 times 16 is equal to 32. And that's the answer. So today we learned about the order of operations, and we saw that it matters which operation we do first. That's why we have to learn the PEMDAS rule. Parentheses, exponents, multiply, divide, add, subtract. Okay? That's the rule. This is something you have to memorize. And then you have to practice on how to use the PEMDAS rule. So we have an expression, and then first we check for parentheses. And we deal with them first. After we're done with the parentheses, we deal with the exponents, if there are any. Once we're done with the exponents, we deal with the multiplication and the division, and then the last step we just add and subtract. That's the rule. So I hope you guys really will master this. The real way is to practice a lot. Do a lot of problem sets. This is the only way you're going to learn the PEMDAS rule. And I see you at the next video. Have a nice one.